Are you ready? Unique New York.
I'm
You,
friend. I'm friend. I'm ready.
you ready?
Friend.
We're recording.
The arsonist has oddly shaped feet. The arsonist
Hey, what
has oddly shaped
what is
feet.
that stupid thing on your head?
It's not stupid, man. This is a genuine article, cheesehead from the great state of Wisconsin. And whilst I'm not a Packers fan, the fashion statement is undeniable. What's
I
on your
mean,
head, dude?
I was playing princess with my daughter,
Yeah, but that was
and
like 4 hours ago, and she went to bed. Why are you still wearing it?
it just fits, you know.
No, it does fit. It's awesome that you were wearing a tiara
Let
and
it
I'm
go,
wearing
let it go. Don't
and
hold it back.
yeah,
It
no, hold it
ain't
back. Hold it back to
I don't.
lock
What's
it up.
how does it? I forget how it goes.
Let it
Although
go.
I've watched it like 32,000 times.
It's an amazing movie.
It is an
It's an
amazing
amazing
movie.
movie.
Let it
Um,
go, let it go.
we're gonna lose. I can see if I could see into the future and I could see the count of people watching or listening.
They just
I
totally
could
shut
see
up.
the thumbs downs,
Yeah.
and we're shedding viewership as you sing every time you sing. But do you think it's interesting that you chose a tiara and I chose something representing football? I don't know, dude. I'm just saying, like,
I literally just put my daughter down to bed and I came down here and we were talking and I had we were playing princesses
mm,
and I just like wear this around the house all day long. Come on,
I mean,
man.
apparently you do, dude. Like, um, that's fine. We should move on. We should move on before we shed any more of our very small audience. Small but amazing,
That's right.
incredible,
That's right.
highly educated,
What are we
and
talking
motivated
about? What are
audience.
we talking about tonight?
So tonight we're gonna wrap it up, man. We're gonna wrap up our core values.
Yeah.
Um, the last two being service and laughter. And we should probably start with laughter.
you you make me laugh right now because you look really stupid.
Kind of shocking that you would say I look stupid. You have a tiara that looks like it should light up, and you don't even have the common courtesy and decency to have fresh batteries in it to make it light up,
Oh.
to make it awesome.
What
So you look stupid.
what is a Packer? What is a Green Bay Packer?
I don't know, man. I'm a Raiders fan, dude. I'm a
Oh.
Raiders fan. Probably has something to do with packing the cheese in the factories of I don't know.
I mean, don't get me
No idea.
wrong. I love Wisconsin too, especially Milwaukee. Milwaukee's pretty gangster.
But not for anybody buying in Milwaukee, gangster. He
It's
doesn't mean it.
awesome.
He doesn't mean that your
it's not
properties
it's, it's not like your
not
property's
we're
not going to
not
be
we're
hanging
not
out like with gangsters.
buying properties where the gangsters hopefully are anyhow. Yes, Milwaukee's amazing. And the Packers I mean, dude, the Packers, you can't hate the Packers. I guess if you're a Bears fan, you can hate the Packers, but they're kind of they're hard to hate. Hard to hate.
That's fair. That's
But
fair.
moving on from the Packers, laughter. So Stewie, would you say we laugh a lot?
Yeah, probably more than like. Remember, I think we posted that we were trying to do the podcast intro or the outro or one of
It
the
was the
two.
outro.
It
It was
was
the
the
outro.
outro, and like it probably took like 23 times to get it right
You
because
couldn't lock it up, dude. You couldn't lock it up. Finally had to send you downstairs to the basement. And I think you had to close the door and you were still giggling into your pillow. And it was ridiculous.
it was pretty ridiculous.
But it was awesome. But as a core value, though, I think it's important because, that is one thing that has defined our relationship for the last 20, however many years it's been, is we've shared a lot of laughs. And it directly ties to our core beliefs and our faith and the fact that a happy heart makes the face cheerful, which is, pulled that from Proverbs 15. But you just can't take yourself too seriously when you're doing this stuff, right? I mean, it just it takes all the fun out of it. And at the end of the day, at the end of the day,
That
you should
cheese
be
head's
able
so stupid
to.
looking, dude.
At the end of the day,
Oh, sorry.
you should be able to laugh with your business partner and enjoy the company of the person that it's a second marriage, which why I chose you as a
Ugh,
second wife
that's
is
terrible.
it is. Yeah, I'm glad you agree that it's terrible that my choice and second wife. But just so you know, your mic picks up all of your drinking
Oh,
as
sorry, guys.
well. But you should enjoy this, right? And I think one of my favorite things, and I don't know, we'll have to ask Robin, Mama G, our acquisition manager, and Papa G as well. But every time we both call them, we always greet her with a song. And I imagine I could just picture her rolling her eyes and being like, "These guys are such idiots. Why did I even
Yeah.
agree
Why
to
do I
work with
even
them?"
work with them?
But one thing I will tell you is I know she's having fun. I know Papa G's having fun.
I love
And
it. I mean, it gives me joy every time I sing her a song when we get on the phone.
look, man, and anytime I sing in general, somebody's being blessed.
Eesh.
Somebody's getting to enjoy the. I've heard it said that it's like a choir of angels,
Oh,
like an angel's voice.
really?
Is mhm,
Hmm.
that's what I heard. I don't know.
I'll have to ask Mama G about that.
Yeah, we'll have her on
Well,
we'll have her on
we
this show.
we should have gotten her on here to ask her how beautiful your voice is.
We should. We'll ask her. Just remember to ask her that when we get her on the show.
Okay.
If she still works with us at the
Yeah.
point that we have a podcast, because
after
you never know.
after she watches this one with that stupid
Might
cheese head on your head.
might be rough. She loves the cheesehead, dude. She's in
Oh yeah,
Wisconsin.
she's
She's a Packers fan. I mean, it's amazing to me that you're criticizing the cheesehead when you're sitting here talking to men. Well, there's nothing wrong with dudes wearing tiaras or cheeseheads, but like, how am I supposed to take you seriously? It doesn't even light up. Doesn't even light up. Have the decency to put some new batteries in it. Make it twinkle.
Dude, Elsa's crown doesn't light up. She doesn't. It doesn't light up, does it? She's
It
got like real.
sparkles.
Yeah, that's like real jewels, dude. Like there's like diamonds in there,
It sparkles.
but it doesn't light up. Like those are real diamonds. Like during the
Golly,
day, where like when the sun is like coming down on my tiara, then it's
yeah. Oh, you're so dumb. I'm sorry. It's amazing. So, anyways, laughter.
Nobody's gonna listen to this podcast.
They're not going to listen to this podcast.
All right,
I'm not going to listen to it. Don't even send it to me when you're done. But fun. Don't take yourself don't take yourselves too seriously.
Yeah.
And probably most importantly with that is make sure you enjoy the person that you're actually doing business with. Not only your clients, your customers, but your business partner, the person that, at least for anything like Stu and I, you're talking to this individual upwards of 5 times a day for hours on total collective hours and ultimately trust, right? It's all about trust as well. And if you're able to laugh with somebody, chances are that that trust is not far behind.
Yeah. I was on a different I was a guest on a podcast, and they were asking, I was asked about partnerships. Like, how do you choose a good partner? And, I feel, you and I both did kind of real estate on our own for a long time. And I feel that you and I have grown tremendously over these past couple of years, just when we decided to become partners and do this whole like real estate thing as a partnership, and push each other, and we help each other grow and hold each other accountable. And trying to find that right partner is super important. And I think we've kind of talked on the first couple episodes but like, you gotta make sure that you guys, mesh, or that we mesh, like, not only just, we have fun together and laugh together, but like, how we interact with each other, how we, like, I'm like the super smart one, and like, I'm like you know, like making sure all the deals work and like running all the numbers and, you know, basically making all the decisions.
Mhm.
And then, and then you are like, you're kind of, you know, you're like, I was an engineer in college, and then you're like this, like, you know, little like artsy fartsy English major, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah,
you're
yeah.
just like,
Totally, totally
you're like,
right. Yep.
just like read a bunch of books, and that's what you did for college.
Hmm. Yeah.
And so, but like you're good at, like, you know, talking to people and, you know, having those conversations with our operations, you know, guys, with Robin, our acquisition manager and project manager, and our property managers, and, you know, yelling at them a bunch, and um or praising them a bunch when they're awesome. And I don't like to do that. So I thought, you know, that is like a really good, you know, I think we just mesh well, right?
Right. Yeah. No. 100%. And you are totally smart. You know, you could, I mean, just look at you. I mean, it's if I pictured smart, like I would picture you 100%. Like
Let
just
it go.
let it
Let it
go.
go.
Yeah, you were a.
Don't hold it back anymore.
It's terrible. But no, I couldn't agree more. I think there's, you know, at the end of the day, you have to be able to, you know, I can't imagine doing this with somebody that I didn't enjoy hanging out with, that I didn't, you know, love as a brother, and love, you know, your family and your kids, and I just couldn't
Well,
imagine wanting to do
I
that.
mean, let's get this right. I like hanging out with your family a whole lot more than you, but
100%, 100%
I mean,
concur. And like
your
if I could do
kids
this
are
business with,
amazing.
yeah, that's a stretch. They are amazing. They're they're amazing. But like
When they're
if
sleeping.
if Collins could run numbers, like you'd be out.
Dude,
Like you'd be out for sure.
she's close, man. She's like doing addition and subtraction and like all kinds of awesome stuff.
Heck yeah. Well, sign her up. Sign her up. But at the end of the day, we love it. It's fun. And yeah, brother. I love our laughter. I love the fact that it's a core value, and I think we do a great job of honoring that core value quite a bit every day. So so it's a lot of goodness in that. I'm glad that that's part of the core of our business.
Should we ask if people would just want to, like, when they call and talk to us about Storehouse, if they want us to sing to them too?
It's a fair question. And I
Do you
think,
think it would sell more houses?
um, no, I
No.
don't. Uh, but maybe, you know, you never know. You never can tell. And maybe we should try it.
Okay.
We should try it. And that'll be a future podcast on our successes and failures of 2020.
Of singing
Besides
to
this,
our investors.
we sang to our investors, and we got a lot of hangups. It was awesome. It was great.
Yeah.
But the ones that stuck around, they're the good ones.
They're the good ones.
They're the good ones. All right. And I think our final core value that we want to discuss, which subsequently is actually our first core value, is service. And, you know, service means a lot of different things to a lot of different people. But I don't know if you remember, I remember exactly where I was parked. I was parked by the on Route 2 overlooking the Naval Academy at the World War II Memorial. I pulled over because typically as you get down towards the Naval Academy, you lose reception. And we had that conversation about, hey man, we could do this. Why don't we do this? And we started talking about core values, and really the two that we talked about first, last time we talked about giving. That was one of the primary drivers behind creating a business, but service was our first real conversation, and the core value that we established that we felt was the most important. And a lot of people will define service differently. Obviously, we've lived lives of service by one definition, just by the fact that we've been in the military for 18 years at this point. But really for us, it was service to God, family, our team, our customers, and then ourselves. And the order was very intentional. We spent a lot of time. I don't know, you know, we've even recently refined that, right? But we spent a lot of time just simply on the order of those things. Obviously, God and family, not a lot of issues there, but we talked back and forth on the team, the customers, self. Obviously, that's easy to put that at the end. But we ultimately came to the conclusion that we want to serve God first in everything. We serve our family over ourselves, and we serve our team because they're really the ones that make our dream a reality. And then we serve our customers' interests above our own, and that is key and is paramount in everything that we do. If we have to write checks to ourselves or to our customers to make something right, easy choice, right? It's always to our customers, not even a conversation that you and I have to have. And we make that decision independent of each other anytime that it needs to be made. So
Yeah,
service.
I think that's when it comes to building a business, and regardless of whether it's a real estate business or a tiara making business, like it's just like you got to put you got to serve your team. You got to serve your customers, your clients, your investors, and if you do that, if you put them first, like it's going to create this this culture and this value-based business that is going to succeed. And I think you and I've just seen it so far, like with what we've done, and it says a lot to our investors, when we do write those checks. I mean, we've had some houses that we sold, and then shortly thereafter, like something bad happened, and we wrote a big check. What was the there was one house that we sold, and then this like a huge plumbing issue came up. It was like
Yeah, it was a stack, right? The stack was cracked. The main stack to the house was cracked, and then
Oh yeah.
they ran a video down into the sewer line. There were some issues, and yeah, that was a nice check.
Yeah, yeah, that definitely wasn't like a fun check to write, but I mean, it was the right thing to do, right? I
Yep.
mean,
Have
and
we ever talked about it again since? I mean, just right
no,
now is the
but
first time that we really talked about it.
it's interesting enough. So Dave and I went to the Best Ever conference recently, and we were there for a couple of days and networking with a bunch of guys. And I'm not gonna say the name, but it was the CEO of a very, very, very well known company that revolves around real estate investing, and he's friends with one of the guys that we sold a house to. And that guy told the CEO of this company, and the CEO came up to me, and we were just chit chatting. He was like, "Hey, yeah, I heard about the house that you sold to this other guy, and he had said there's some problems, and you guys just covered it and wrote a check, and that was really awesome." And
That's kind of cool. I did not. I was not there for that conversation. That's awesome.
oh yeah, yeah. You probably know who I'm talking about, but I won't name blast it here. But anyways, it was really cool, and it's cool to know that it does make an impact on and word spreads, right?
This world is too small, man.
Yeah.
And you kind of hit on something too, that once you establish those core values, and once you establish something as important as this, it's very easy just to the decision making process. It's just second nature, right? You don't. I mean, it's who we are. These core values are very serious to us. So it's an easy day. I mean, there are often times when I'm at work all day and I don't look at my phone, and you've effectively answered for potentially $1,000 of checks for whatever the reason may be, and it's just that trust, that laughter, that relationship, the core values, the driving factors behind what we do, and I mean, I've never questioned you one time on those
Hey,
checks, right?
you really shouldn't ever question me, because I
All
mean,
right.
like I said, I pretty much make all the decisions, and I'm the smart one with
You're very intimidating too. You're
the.
very intimidating. I've always felt that ever since the first day of the Naval Academy. I was like, man, this 135-pound dude is very, very imposing. And
Dude, I've gained a lot of weight if I was 135 pounds, and
back then
back
at
then.
135. Yeah, not now.
Oh,
Not now. Yeah, your left cheek is
hey
135
man,
pounds.
that's not nice.
Hey man, don't say that.
I'm
That's
trying to
messed
lose
up.
weight.
Oh man, you look great. You look great. Down 11
Yeah,
pounds. Happy for you.
I think that cheesehead's like 11 pounds.
Heck yeah.
Sorry, I got off topic again.
Yeah, no, it's pretty standard. It's because you're so smart.
That's right.
Because you're so smart. One thing that I read, I want to share with you guys. So I'm reading this book called Killing Sacred Cows. Awesome book by Garrett B. Gunderson, and it's a book about money, finances, but really what it's a book about is mindset and soul purpose, and your highest and best, and all that good stuff. But incredible book. But a quote I just recently read, he calls the section "Prosperity Through Serving Others," and he says, "To prosper, we must relinquish our grip on selfish and short-sighted desires and serve others. The paradox is that the less we focus on our desires and the more we help others get what they want, the more we get what we want." And at the end of the day, it's really not about always getting what we want, and that's not even a primary focus. But when you serve others, when your primary goals are really centered around, for us, it's God and our family, and then our team and our clients and ourselves. When you have that laid out and you honor it every day, you're going to be able to, really realize things that you didn't even know, that you may not even known that you wanted or were able to realize or achieve. So pretty awesome stuff. I highly recommend that book as well. It's incredible.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. It's on my list of books to read for sure. It's good stuff. Well, cool. Well, this has probably been a little bit longer than the other ones because you keep on like just messing around, saying dumb stuff. But no, that was very eloquent and very prolific. And
Prolific. Thank you, Stu.
yeah.
Hey, what I would recommend, kind of going back to the engineer thing, is the big words. Just kind of leave those out. Yeah, just leave them out. Just stick with the engineering words, and we're good. But no, Stu, this is always love these, and really hoping that our whatever the clients, or I'm sorry, whatever the following we may get at some point. If this even helps one person out there, at the end of the day, it's worth it, right? You never know the impact you make, and ultimately, if folks just take a little bit more time to think about those core values, we're through them now. We're gonna, obviously they'll weave their way into future podcasts, I'm sure, but because they do in everything we do. But at the end of the day, if someone just kind of hits pause and thinks about these things a little bit more, mission accomplished from our perspective.
Yep, for sure. Well, cool. Well, that I think it's going to wrap it up for us. That's episode 4. Is that right? Episode 4.
4.
How does Noah do 4? Does he do 4 like this? Does he do it like?
He does like that. Like 2.
That's 3.
4. It's all that. It's his focus right now.
Wells will start counting. He goes 1, 2, 8, 12, 18.
It's good, man. It's good.
It's good. That's good for a 2-year-old, right?
It's in order. It's in order. At least it's in order.
That's right. All right. Well, we hope everyone has a blessed week, and I say go fill your storehouse.
Yeah, make it a great day.
Okay. Bye.